Yeah, we got to talk. We'll wrap it up here talking about the watch parties.
Oh yeah.
Borelli deserves
I have never
a GoFundMe.
rooted harder for something. I don't remove my own interests. So like rooting for the Mets, rooting for my teams, or rooting against the Yankees, whatever. I'm an Islanders fan, but not really. As far as just like indifferent to a sporting event, I've never rooted harder than I did for Frankie Borelli. Game 3 it was.
How
2
could
nights
you
ago
not?
last night.
Yeah.
Me too. What?
How could you not?
I mean, yeah, like it's truly Battle of the Bastards. It's fucking 300. It's battle. It's 1 against 1,000 right now.
It was the John Wick poster.
Yes.
With all the guns.
With all the
pointed
guns
at his face.
yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he was close. They had that power play at the end of regulation. They could have won it. Could you imagine if he had silenced that bar and just stood up there and like double middle to everybody and just was? I don't even know if that was. Let's say you were Frankie. Let's say they won in regulation there.
I think he would have pulled out his
What
dick
kind of celebration would you do?
came on everybody.
I know,
what
when they
I
scored the
would've
goal, he went with the just like, fuck you, fuck you.
I think that's what it is.
But would you?
That's not my style,
Would
but-
you? Like, I think I'd be like, I would hope. I might just erupt and say like, fuck you, and take my dick out. But I think the cooler way to do it would be like
Not a big
laid
deal.
back and cool.
Shrug.
about
Well, this
it.
is
Jordan
Fra-
Shrugging.
wait, but
Can I
this is
get a
Frankie
beer, please?
Borelli.
Can I?
This is
Yeah,
Frankie
he's
Borelli.
a mad.
Like,
The heel, I've done like a live show in Michigan where I literally was wearing an Ohio State jacket in a sea of Michigan fans. Being that he, I don't know, for me it felt like give me like superpowers.
Yeah.
Like that.
You
is-
couldn't even feel pain.
Like I feel like if I was in that, if I was Frankie and then they had won, like I would be like, this is my fucking city.
Yeah,
Like you go
yeah,
full
yeah,
like
yeah,
almost
yeah.
too
No,
far.
like,
Like
you probably got
the
beat
thing
up.
though, yeah, no, the words I would say, I probably would, like that Michigan. I literally almost got into a fist fight in the crowd.
He's been very cool and calm with the Grinelli thing, but I think if the Isles did win, it would have got close to something going down.
I'm surprised that there hasn't been at least I think everyone here is cool enough to understand.
I
You're
think
on
they-
camera.
like,
you
they
know,
get it,
But I'm surprised
but
there hasn't
also-
been like a shove.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I think he had.
fuck off.
We said like I think you had like Big Papa Whitney was there, kind of like
Yeah.
not like just to like make like he's like kind
Keep
of like
it
listen
cool.
like
Yeah.
we're talking shit, but like you're not gonna put hands on my guy.
It's
Right,
so
right,
fat.
right.
Like you can be in on it and get it,
But
but,
even-
in
but
that
even
moment,
within-
like everything's
I
out the
don't
window
think
too.
if there's an outsider, sure, but like eventually, I think the next time Grinelli goes for his hat, I can see Frankie.
Oh,
grabbing his
Grinelli's
hat.
getting
Right.
Grinelli's getting close.
Right.
Grinelli's getting
Yeah.
Where
He
like
can't
their
control
boys are
himself.
like you can only do like
So much.
Frankie had a really good like body bag response with him celebrating with a Blues Cup. That was a great like
Yeah, that was
he
way
owned
better
him.
than anything
He
physical.
owned him verbally right
Yes.
there for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But like Grinelli's like massaging him and
Oh, the
hitting
chopping. He
him.
can't
Oh
and-
no,
stop
there's
touching him.
you might catch a bow might fly
Yeah,
up there. Like
that's
you're gonna
what
get
I
things are
mean.
gonna get chippy. Like
I don't know how he doesn't just have that reaction.
I
to
know.
it.
Like credit to him. I texted him during the first game, and I was like, I'm only half joking, but I'm semi-serious here. Just don't make sure you don't punch Marina. Like you could like turn and cock Grinelli in the
She
face.
gets
and
so
it's all good,
aggressive.
but like just make sure you don't end up punching a girl because that would be very bad for business. But I mean,
Marina would also beat the shit out of him.
No, I said that picture of her.
It would have been like an RKO.
That picture of her standing on the table, that's always like a perfect RKO
And
position.
shout out to RA, who's probably just waking up right
Oh my
now.
God.
He was hammered.
He's on mic, stumbling around the bar. Hey, how are you? And just eating people's spaghetti
here we
off the
go.
That's
plate.
the RA
Where-
experience, man. That's the RA
Yeah.
experience.
No, it's amazing. The king
When
of
they
Boston.
that goal was so unexpected and such a softie, and I think RA like, I mean, if you watch him, he's just like,
Yeah.
No, there's a great still shot of everyone celebrating. And RA's just like he hadn't even realized they
The game's
scored yet.
over, yeah. He was twisted. I mean, it's tough because I mean the Bruins just are the better, much better team, right, Rude?
Yeah, they
I would
are. But like
agree.
the thing about the Islanders is that they play like this style
to
that's
keep them in any game.
they play really sound. And in that game, they hung around. Like the Bruins held the puck for the majority of the game. But like, dude, if you don't let the puck in the net and you hang around, which is what they did,
yeah,
they
it can happen.
just keep coming and they don't get deterred. They
Right.
don't. They're not like an up and down team. They're just steady.
Right.
And
so
so they
that
hung-
game was like, and then the Bruins happened to get that soft goal, but it could have gone the other way.
I thought that the Islanders were going to win because just based on the fact that they
great.
hung around, they got the power play, and it was kind of one of those situations where like if the Bruins weren't an experienced team that had
They
been there
probably would've
before,
lost that, yeah.
in that OT they would have been like, fuck, like we can't score a goal
Yeah,
against
we
these
can't
guys
close the
that are
door.
lingering
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
But they've been there before, so they didn't freak out.
Fucking-
And even the goal was like kind of a fluky goal. Like I mean,
Absolutely.
they
Which
flung
I don't
the-
know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's like it's good in the
It
sense
was
of like
still
you're
a
not,
sick
you didn't
shot.
get like
That was a wild
beat,
angle.
but it's
Yeah.
also like you can't have that happen ever. Like again, you can't.
You
know, you're
flip
gonna
a
lose.
coin in that OT,
Yeah.
it goes
Yeah.
100 different ways.
I
Because
mean, I'm
the
hoping,
Islanders
though.
can stick around. I think it'll probably go like, I don't know. I mean, the Bruins are definitely a
Well,
better
so
hockey
then we were
team,
talking
but-
Bruins
earlier.
are just better.
So Frankie Borelli now, has made the stream
I know.
this thing.
Poor guy.
And it's also the last games ever at the Coliseum. So like, if he's gonna do the live stream and they lose or they get beat in Boston, like, and he never gets that chance to go back to the Coliseum, that's like, I mean, that's been a staple of his life.
I can't even
And now,
think about it.
but that's the game here at Barstool. It's
Shouldn't
like,
be that good
if you
on the
get-
stream,
yeah, if
Frankie.
you get that
I was
successful,
trying to
yeah,
convince
that
him
crazy,
to. I was trying to convince him to defect.
to just
Then
leave
go rogue.
Barstool.
No, go like rogue stream.
Oh, I see. Set up your own fucking.
Yeah, just
go
go like-
live on Instagram and be like, we're
No,
we're
just
live
like
at
go
the
like a
Coliseum.
rogue stream. Like
As
off.
long as he can shout out the sponsors, wear the gear, still make the money, still get all that.
It's an
shit.
easy piece of advice to get from someone who has no stake in the game.
Kyle.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, KB, no big deal.
Yep.
Anyway, we're wrapping it up anyway. So shout out to Frankie Borelli. You're my hero. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Stay
Stay in
strong.
there,
Oh, we just
Frankie.
gave
Let's
you
go. Isles in what? It'll have to be Isles in 6? Isles in 7 now at this point? Isles in 6? Isles in
Yeah,
6.
they're down
Let's go.
2-1.
96% of you motherfuckers watch these videos and aren't subscribed. Shout out to the 4%. You are good people. 4% of people are watching our
That's
clips.
about what the I would guess the breakdown of
Good people versus bad
demographics
people?
in the world.
Yeah.
Good people versus bad people. Probably about 96% to 4.
That's
but Be
fair.
a good person.
But it's not even. I'm not even asking you to be a good person. I'm asking you to push a button.
Yeah, but,
I'm asking you to click a button.
you can be a bad person still, but just click
You
the
could be a
button.
piece of shit. Just click subscribe. 96% of you watch these clips and they're like, oh my God, that was a funny clip from this podcast. I liked it. And I'm just not going to help them out. The people who work to make it, the people who work to produce it, to post it, to upload it, and there's nothing from you. You're a bad person if you don't subscribe.
Be a good one.